from my mini mansion.
What's up? What's up? What's going on? Welcome to the Real Lives of South African Americans live part 5, a million. um, Dr. Saad is coming in the room. But yeah, so first off, we want to, welcome.
Damn.
What up, brother Saad?
Peace, fam. I'm in the car driving, so I'm gonna stay off cam till I
Gotcha.
get to the house.
Okay.
Welcome back, Doc Nikki.
What's up? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we want to welcome Dot, Nikki, and Carla back home. They are finally here. They have finally arrived. What's going on? What's popping? You know what I mean? The paparazzi chasing you. Like, let's let us know something.
Yeah, so before I get started, Sandy Bona.
Oh,
Sandy Bona.
anymore.
So so yeah, everything's been live, man. Everything's been living and giving. The weather's been nice. The
Yeah,
load shedding has been pleasant.
yeah.
Everything everything has been given what it's supposed to. So, we still adjusting. I'm adjusting for sure to this, making sure I get some sleep in and stuff like that. But other than that, it's all good. I feel like my skin has cleared up. I've shed some of the American sludge pounds from my neck, that stress and stuff that I've been experiencing. It's been good. Oh, excuse me, as I take a sip of my South African water. Excuse me.
But outside, yeah, in the building. Not so fast.
Excuse me. Yeah, yeah. The water's a little sweeter here. Yes, it's been good, man. I'm
Now,
telling
boo.
you, like I'm enjoying myself.
Okay. Good. Um, you want to talk about any maybe celebrity sightings you might have had or any
Well, I mean, outside of my own presence being here, outside of that or whatever, I've had the privilege of running into Diamond. What does Diamond and Innocent two different people?
Is Diamond and who?
Innocent, are they two different people?
I think they're two different people. Hold on, let's see.
I don't know who
Who's
the
in,
other is.
who's Innocent?
Diamond is the only one that sounds familiar. Oh, maybe that's not the guy that's a broadcaster with the two baby mamas.
Oh, the one
I don't know. I think that's two different people. They don't call Diamond Innocent.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So what's so funny is that I ran into Diamond and while we were chatting, I'm like, man, this cat looks so familiar, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure who he is because he's fully covered, right? So I
Right.
was like, but it's the voice, right? And then he has his lips are very, like, his mouth area is very identifiable. And I'm looking and I'm like, I know you from somewhere. He just laughs, right? And I was like, ah, I'm talking to Diamond. What's up?
His his
So,
his name is Diamond. This a man?
yeah, Diamond Platinum, something like that.
Yeah, Diamond Platinum. So Innocent is Tu Baba.
Oh,
That's the guy.
Oh, Chubaba. Okay,
Yeah.
that's his other name. Yeah.
No, that's the other guy that's married to Annie. Remember they it's like a lot of controversy with them, but yeah, that's the
Right.
other, yeah. He's Nigerian.
and
Well, they're both Nigerian. They're both Nigerian.
Yeah. So I ran into Diamond or whatever, and he was chill. He definitely smelled the earth, and I was like, after being blessed with his presence, I was like, okay, this is we off to a good start. Let's see what's going to happen up here in South Africa while we're exploring and stuff. Some good stuff.
Word.
And
Yeah,
who is this? Who is this dude? Who is he?
from young, famous, and I.
Rich, yeah,
That
famous
show
in
y'all be
Africa.
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't look at TV, so I don't know.
You
Okay.
should watch it, Ronnie.
Well, first of all, shout out to Tapelo. She said Sani Bona Kalis Zoleka, which is Zoe's official
African
South
name.
African name.
Right.
Is it Buddha? Or I should
Spuda.
the S is silent, right?
Spuda.
Spuda and Niki. Now I want somebody to tell me the difference between Sani Bona and Sour Bona. Because I thought it was
Right.
Sour Bona.
Right.
But maybe that's a
Sawubona is a singular greeting.
oh,
Sanibona is plural.
there you go. See?
Okay.
Look at Niki already on it. Shout out to
Oh,
That's why
because
she.
my viewers, they love me. They sharing.
That's why she got that doc title.
that's why I got that title. What's up, Michelle in the building? Yeah, so let's get that up there. But yeah, so Stace and Red are in line in the custom, so they couldn't make it right now. Hopefully they make it by the end of the show. If not, we're going to have another one to welcome them home. But yeah, this is beautiful. We got Niki in the building.
Yeah. Let's fix my video real quick.
Finally,
there we go.
We got brother Red Great 8, my 8 brother in the building. And yeah, this is like a long time coming, man. We just waiting to, we next up. Everybody's back. I think Assad and them are going to America, then they coming back. He'll pop back in here in a minute. But yeah, it's a lot that's going on since we haven't been on here. We got submarines going missing. We got earthquakes. We didn't even go live for the earthquake. Y'all done had 2 earthquakes out there.
2.
What else?
Yeah, it's been 2. Well, 1 and the aftershocks have been kind of crazy.
Yeah, the aftershock. But yeah, so
I only felt that 1.
But yeah, so what else? Anything else new that's on your radar? But yeah, so
Sorry. Relax.
Michelle.
Rede, how are you adjusting to your new home?
I'm adjusting. I mean, and I ain't really got too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I made some plans when I got here. That's why I don't make plans, because plans, they always getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I try to just go off the fly. But I had made plans to have a certain amount of money, and man, that didn't happen. My closing on my house in the States is taking way longer than expected. So I didn't have to blow through my savings. So all the shit that I got is from savings. How I got down here is from my savings. So I'm kind of fucked up right now, but I'm adjusting. You know what I mean? It's teaching me some humility and some patience. But I'm starting from scratch, coming to another continent. It's not easy.
Word.
You know, I'm glad you shared that, because one of the things that people think that when you make a transition like this, everything's just going to be perfect. Even though we know the transition from South Africa to from the United States to South Africa, that transition is not as difficult when it comes down to adjusting to life and everything as it would be of other parts um, in the continent. However, you got life is life and back in the States. It's not like you just disconnected from everything that's going on in the States. you still have business, you got stuff going on there, and then you have to learn how to adjust and adapt here or whatever. And what do you do when plans fall through? Like you were saying, Ronnie, like it ain't like you can just hop on a plane and an hour or two be back in the States, you know. So you have to learn how to adjust and navigate with this distance. And so I'm quite sure, you know, it's not going to be 100%, you know, like easy, right? I don't think anything in life is really easy. Um, but I do feel like one of the things that I've learned is when it comes down to making a plan for A, B, and C, right? Not just the main plan, but also come up with backup, some contingency plans because, you know, shit happens. Things happen. And I don't want to get caught up in all of that. For sure.
Where
Definitely.
shouts to their coach. So yeah, we're shooting for late our summer, early fall. We will give you in a couple weeks. We'll drop the date for the people, because we haven't even booked the tickets yet. But we will be out there. Trust me. It's the last thing I do. If I gotta hop on, you know,
We ain't getting on Spirit. No. Because I know
you can get on what you want to get on. I'm going. I don't
What
care
I'm saying,
what
you
you
talking
do.
about take Spirit to
Okay.
South Africa,
Well,
fam.
I'm getting on what I'm getting on to get there.
She said, "Fam."
I don't have preference
You
for it.
hold on, wait, hold on.
Unless
Let
you
me
rich.
ask these people.
When are y'all coming?
Yes, we'll.
I'm gonna tell you offline. I'll actually tell you offline.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But it'll be it's coming. It's coming. We got it down. So we got
You saying that your house.
Hey everybody, this is really. Oh, what was you gonna say before I started talking?
I was saying that Spirit doesn't. You can't take Spirit.
She has this thing with Spirit.
No, and also
but she
no. Also, you do not want to be on Spirit because depending on the seat that you choose, you can't lean your seat back. You it's Spirit can't. I mean,
so Spirit has never had an accident. Did you know that?
I know they haven't, but
You didn't know that.
I love Spirit. I love Spirit.
Thank you, Dr.
As a matter of fact,
I never experienced Spirit.
On Spirit.
I did it one time.
Man, I get that big seat in the front, feel rich and famous up there, and baby, I called it a day on my $50 seat.
So
my $50 flight.
So I'm doing it wrong, Doc. You basically telling me I'm doing it wrong. You telling me stop being
Yes. Who? You don't sit back there. No. You don't do that. You get you a seat up in the front that's nice and plush.
Yeah.
Okay. And make sure you zone one because this is the closest it feels like in being business class. You go zone one.
Okay.
You get in that front. You sit down. You luxuriate in that plush seat while everybody else come on and they sitting on them concrete seats.
Right. On the concrete seats.
You let everybody know. This could be you. This could be you luxuriating in the front of Spirit.
Okay. Well, okay, sister. All right. So
yes.
But yeah, so WOC Junior PhD said he's moving there in a couple weeks. That's amazing,
wow.
brother. We
Good
should
for you.
If you reach out to me on Instagram, it's at Khalis8. I will, or put it in the chat for me, Zoe. I'll put you in our group. I'll put you in our WhatsApp group because we want to stay in touch with our brothers and sisters that are coming out to SA. Sir Coach, if you want to know the date, I'll tell you. DM me directly on Instagram.
Yeah.
Son of Alkaban or Alkibulan.
Alkali.
Oh, you know them?
Okay.
Look, is he in South Africa or back in the States?
I don't know.
Son of Akali Bulan.
He said I don't.
Here.
I don't know. He's here?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Look, I'm a fan of his.
Wanted
He don't realize it. I love seeing it when he speak and everything. So, yeah, I'm a fan. I I
There, he put it
Oh,
in
I'm
there.
dope.
Okay, Bulan.
I gotta check out his YouTube. I didn't know.
No,
yeah, no, I don't think I don't know if he has a YouTube or not, like a channel, an active channel, but it's his comments and stuff, the things he
Oh,
speak
okay.
on our different channels and stuff. I'm like, I like this cat. I like how he thinks.
Oh,
Like
dope.
he come
He
off,
does-
he give me real vibes.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Okay, that's what's up. You
Oh,
in the
he in the
state,
States right now.
and then WOC said he's going to Joburg, Melrose Arc for 6 months of her. Okay,
so he
I see you.
he in the
Oh, and
bougie.
then Tanya's coming
In the
too.
he
We
in the
got a
bougie
lot of
area.
people that I didn't know. So
Say,
a lot of times I assume people are already out there. Tanya is coming.
yeah, Tanya's coming. We're gonna have a good old cookout.
Count down. Count
Okay,
down.
so let's Tanya. How do we get the link to Tanya? Tanya, reach out to us on Instagram or reach out to me on Instagram. I'll put you in the WhatsApp group. I want to have a group for the subscribers, but it's kind of got hectic when I released it publicly and people were coming in. People that weren't just subscribers were coming in. So I'm trying to find a way to curate it where we can get more people in that rock with us, but make sure we're selective, we're vetting people, right? But the group has been going amazing. We got a brother George out there that's in Johannesburg, living his best life from the States. So I want to keep building community so we can all stay in touch and exchange information. And when we get there, when we want to party, we can just drop it in the group and send the location, because we can't do stuff like that publicly for privacy reasons, right?
Mhm.
So if y'all can get with me on that to kind of think of better ways to curate and how we do events and stuff and planning with the group. Sir Coach, you bring a group of 15. Jesus.
Yeah.
Good Lord, good God, my
Okay, 2024. Okay, I see you. Okay.
What?
So we'll be in Cape Town and Joburg, but primarily based in Joburg because I love Joburg. I don't really have a desire to be around a bunch of vanilla people.
But also we're gonna go to other countries.
You sound like Stacy. You sound like Stacy.
We're all countries as well.
You call him vanilla, he call him pink.
We'll speak up so they can hear you.
We also gonna go to other countries too. Like we're gonna go to Rwanda, we're gonna go to Nigeria, go to Ghana. Sorry, we're gonna go to Senegal. So gonna pull up.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
get to first. Let's get the big step, Miss. So yeah, I've been to SA 10 times, so I'll be doing work in the Valley of 1,000 Hills. Okay, that's what's up, man. I love that. And PhD, we have a lot of Black doctorates.
Doctors and shit.
That's dope. Y'all inspiring me. I mean, I might have to go get my doctorate. I might have to sign up at register University of Joburg or something.
You know what? Yeah, but wouldn't that be good though? That'd be amazing to get your degree from University of Joburg. Like to get a degree here in South Africa would be amazing. Everybody places too much value on higher learning as far as status in the States. But there's other countries that actually produce, some amazing um, thoughtful thought leaders and people that lead in science, tech, they come from other countries. Look, what's your boy, your best friend from South Africa?
Sponsor?
No, Elon Musk.
No, yeah, Elon. Yeah. That is
That's your best friend.
I do love Elon. Okay.
One of my best
So
friends
it's like,
Ellen.
it's who?
One of my best friends calls him Ellen.
Ellen. Okay.
It's not even funny.
Sorry, it's funny to me. It is.
People that don't like him don't even know why they don't like him. But what were you saying, Dot Nikki?
I was just saying, like, it would be amazing to get our degrees. I'm done. I'm tapped out. After going through the doctoral program, I was like, I don't even want to get a certificate of appreciation. I'm done. I am done with that aspect. But yeah, it would be cool to get your degree in South Africa. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of the lectures and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, they talking about some good stuff. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm halfway joking. I was thinking about that as also as a part of a way for me to be able to, stay there long term. And it's something that I thought about because my aunt was telling me that. She was like, we don't have any doctors in our family. If it is one, they're distant. I'm trying to think off top. We had a lot of masters. My grandmother had her masters. My aunt got her masters. But yeah, if I would go, I mean, you might as well go hard. So y'all gonna see me when I'm like 45, just out there, living my best life. But yeah, we got.
Quick question, Doc Nikki. How long is the schooling? How long did it take you?
In total, I
Yeah.
think half my life. But like, you talking about for my doctorate?
Yes.
Yeah, that took me in total. It took me 3 years, and
Oh wow.
yeah, it took me three. I got it done in three from the
Okay.
moment I started to when I finished. Yeah.
I was joking. That's why I said like 10 years. I thought it takes at least 8, but I guess it depends on what you're getting.
It depends on what you're getting, and also
Or 5.
you have a time frame. So once you start, depending on the program, once you start that program, they may say you have 8 years to complete this program. So some people pace it out or whatever, and
Got
and it may end up taking the whole 8 years, and then some finish it like rapidly. So
yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. That's incredible. Yo, what up? We got changing the narrative in the building.
Y'all still online?
Staying that long
hey
line,
Red,
but we here with you in spirit.
hey Red.
And definitely look out for the live that we'll do with changing the narrative, welcoming them back home. We got very true. Oh, okay, very true, sister. I love this free spiritual ancestral thinking on the concept. We have to
Yes,
we have to unlearn to learn all over again.
most definitely.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, and it's like I'm in mental health and healthcare. And one of the things I learned because I was doing some studying of some research on some of the organizations here and how they handle things in regards to hospice care, right? Everything here is very holistic, right? They're they don't it's not about pushing pills. It's really about comfort. And that comfort aspect can come from spirituality, can come from, with being with your family. That all of those things play a major part in the healing aspect or providing comfort, especially for people that's, living in their, last days or whatever. But everything is natural here, right? There was a study, there was this lecture that I was watching, and they were talking about in order to heal the Black community, one must understand what it means to be Black. And it's like, just coming to that, like they went back to the roots of everything, right? It's like, I love it. I love everything about this place. It's you have to think here, right? You can't just be making up some shit because people will clock you on it. So you gotta, if you're gonna speak on something, you better know what you're talking about.
They calling you to the table if you on that
Oh,
BS.
they do, and they do it with love too. They be like, you're wrong. However, and with a smile and everything, I'm like, did you just let me know something? I, but they're so polite, so kind here, even in educating somebody on something. I
Right,
love how it's done.
right. No, I love that. I love that. Man, yeah, it's important because um I think a lot of times we oh man, we're told what to think. We're told not to think, not to be critical thinkers or individual thinkers, to kind of like just believe what we see, right? And I love that when you go someplace else, you see that it's not just groupthink. It's like the comments said, you have to unlearn a lot of the things that we were taught. Because a lot of things
Denigify.
denigify. Yes, that's real. That's real. Yeah, yeah.
I
See,
swear,
but Ronnie are coming in the clutch. Even
you
even though
just never know. You just never know.
yeah, you just never know. That's why my PhD gonna be in D. The D and the PhD gonna be denigified. That's what it's.
Oh my God.
That's what
Yeah,
my
you
my
gotta unlearn some stuff. You
what's up?
gotta unlearn some. You gotta unlearn some stuff. You know, and that's one of the things that I let it be known, even on my channel. It's like, look, I'm not coming here with that American mindset because a lot of that is rooted in trauma. A lot of that is rooted in those that feeling like somebody owe you something, right? I'm not coming here with that mindset. See, that's the ain't number devil messing with messing with my stuff. Hold on a second. Let me fix this.
Not,
See, I was on to something. Now I lost my train of thought. But yeah. So we have to whenever we going to go to another country, especially an African country,
mm,
we have to understand how much of our behaviors, our thought patterns, our processes is rooted in trauma. And you
mm,
want to be free, and you want to cleanse yourself of those things. In order to do that, you have to be okay with saying, I don't know everything.
yeah,
Every how I do things may not always be the right way. So I want to learn how to process and handle things in a different manner where I can learn how to be at peace.
Right.
And uh and that's what this journey's been for me, man. Like I've learned that, man, I was killing myself, practically killing myself back home,
mm,
working in the manner healthy, trying to meet the expectations of other people, you know. And I thought I was well adjusted. And not until I got here, I realized, man, I got some work to do.
mm.
I really got some work to do.
Yeah. No, that's real. Yeah, you realize that even something simple as the food we eat, I felt the difference. I've been having like a stomach problem, and it's primarily been in the States because I didn't realize I had it because when I was there, the foods weren't processed. Like the stuff I was eating wasn't affecting me like it is here. And your stomach is your second brain. But like you said, how we're taught how to work, like the hustle culture, no sleep. I was talking about the other day about that when we listen to Diddy and all these people. I don't get no sleep. All I do is work. And it's like, yeah, that sounds cool, but that's a very Americanized way of thinking. It's like what you gonna kill yourself? You know?
Right.
And people that like that, he's a billionaire. So even if he's telling the truth, he got a masseuse, he got the best doctors, he has a chef. He
Come
has
on now.
Yeah, he has a balanced life. You as a person that don't have those
Who y'all talking
resources,
about? Me?
Diddy.
Uh,
That's a mess.
You too.
I got all the shit he got. Shit.
Every time I
Fuck
see
that
you,
nigga.
you got the chains out your chest tattoo. You're a
Man, I
restaurant.
got all that shit. I got all that shit he got, man. Fuck that
I'm done.
nigga.
But yeah,
I'm living a whole different life over here in SA, man. I'm living like the king I should be on my throne.
I feel
And
that.
I wish everybody could get to experience that shit, man. I
Yeah,
really
man.
do.
No, it hits different. It hits different.
I guess that's something
Um,
about a nap.
You can
I was,
afford different shit. What'd you say, Zoe?
I was saying, Tanya said something about no sleep definitely does not sound cool. I'm team. I need a nap. I am. Listen, I take naps like I'm a toddler, fam,
she does.
with
But
no
She
and have
does.
no problem. Period.
She
but
definitely.
I'm just trying to leave this thing alone. But this is the thing: we don't realize that um, a lot of times, and this may be for some people, maybe not all, but when we work and we work hard as Black people, and our idea of working hard is physical, manual labor, and digging in. Why are we doing that? And a lot of times we may not realize that we're doing that because we're trying to um, go against the stereotype that Black people are lazy, right? We're actually subconsciously trying to demystify some of these stereotypes that's placed on us, and so we do the most. We're doing extra. We're doing all this stuff, killing ourselves, and and why? Why are we doing this? Who the hell I'm trying to prove something to? Nobody. I'm
Facts.
not gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna sit up here and practically kill myself to prove that I'm the type of Negro that works hard for what I have. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do what's meant for me to do. I'm gonna walk in my gifts and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna sit around here and portray myself and act in a certain way because I don't want to perpetuate these stereotypes. Ugh, fuck that.
For real. It's
That's
real.
all I got. I don't want to do. Man, if you need a nap, goddamn it, take a nap.
Yeah.
If you need to take a day off, take a day off. We going to work dying, sick,
Yeah.
leg about to fall off, coughing hard and everything. Oh, gotta go to work. I ain't never missed a day of work in over 50 years.
Right.
You sure look like it. You look like it. You look like
Yeah. But that's older mentality. That's like our mothers, our grandmothers, like they think that's like something that's honored. Like it's like a honor, it's like a badge of honor. It's like I've been working at this job for 30 years. And it's like that's not necessarily good. I mean, if you did that and you got some investments and savings and you like that money took you somewhere, but I know people, and no disrespect to them because I don't think they know any better. They did that, and then they don't have nothing at the end of the day to show for it.
it. Thanks.
So
Thanks.
what is that? You know what I mean? And we're seeing even with the opportunities we have, there was no YouTube and TikTok and all these things. Like you couldn't just promote your business online and travel and people watch you. Like we're living in a different time where we have opportunities to work smart, not harder. Hard work is dedication and consistency, but it doesn't mean that you overwork yourself, right?
Exactly.
Not have
We need balance. We need balance, and I think that's the number one reason why a lot of us are migrating to South Africa. And, oh my gosh, y'all, we're migrants. Okay, let's
it.
even just process this word of
That's a
being a migrant. You know what I'm saying? We're migrating to the continent where our ancestors, many of our ancestors, because one of the things that Black people like to speak on is all of us didn't come from slaves. Okay,
yeah.
whatever. So a,
Oh,
a lot of our ancestors went to the States voluntarily. We
that's
When I got on that plane to fly back to Africa, and it
mm,
was my choice on my terms. That moment alone was so empowering. We like to look at in the States, we have this negative connotation towards migrants coming to the States. I'm not saying us, but if you think about it, in the States, they don't like migrants coming to the States, but who's doing the work?
Really quick, brother Saad, I don't know if you have this playing in the background, but it's over.
No, I don't. I don't have. I'm just on my phone. Maybe it's my. I'll pause it. I mean, I'll mute myself.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. So to call myself a migrant, I immigrated from the United States of America on my terms. Man, that's some power behind that.
Yeah.
It's a power and definitely some privilege behind it. And I feel blessed to be able to be in this place and tap into what it feels like to be in, our ancestors' land. Just man, y'all, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's life changing. I was thinking about it the other day. I had posted something on TikTok, and I've been doing this series about the language, and I was through that I've been learning like so much about culture, about the people, about language as a whole. Like this is language, like communication, like the music, the vibe, the mentality. It's a whole different. We're embarking on something totally different, and it's something that a lot of people aren't doing. Like I don't even think, as much as we love it and we're happy in the moment, for me, I still don't even fully realize the opportunity that we have, because it's not a lot of people doing it. You know what I mean? If you can look at your family, your friends, name how many people, even if it's not South Africa, is gone to the continent and being able to do what we doing. It's not many. I can't name many, right? I don't think I can name any. My aunt lived there back in the 70s. Um, she was in Liberia and she was teaching. And so I think this is, divine order for me too. It's things that my mother had an African priest come to me when I was a baby. She had him pray over me and talk about like what he was telling her, like what my life was going to be, right? And one of the things that he had shared was that I was going to be somebody of importance, right? And when I look back on it, I'm like, dag, like I don't even know how to explain it in words, but like a lot of that stuff is divine, even if you don't, have a religious belief. It's like you can't deny it was written. It was written. We oh, I think we lost Ronnie or Doctors. But yeah, so
But you know what? I'm glad that you shared that because when I was little or whatever, my feet were actually anointed, like the oil and blessed and stuff. And what was said to my mom is that she would never be in one place too long. She's meant to be everywhere. And so, not knowing and understanding that, when you hear something like that, you try to dissect it, but you don't really understand it. And for me to be at the point of my life now, I understand that, you
yeah,
know, it the especially in the work that I'm doing and stuff, you know, I don't have any kids, right? And as a child, I thought of my my legacy. I don't know. I studied a lot about Egyptology and the Egypt and everything that they did was legacy. What afterlife. Everything was about what are you leaving behind. Um, and so that resonated with me. Watching those nature shows and stuff when I was a kid, like I always wondered what would my legacy be. And so a lot of people place emphasis on their legacy with their children and stuff like that. I got these boys, I got these girls, and they carry on my line, blah blah blah. But for me, someone who doesn't have kids, I was like, what would be what would be my legacy? What am I leaving behind? And I'm so mindful of this.
My
Is
God.
if I could be a a blessing or impact one person, that one person could have the capacity to change and help many millions. I think of that. It's like, I have to be mindful with my words, mindful with my actions, because there's somebody out there that's soaking up what I'm saying. They're soaking up, and they too want to do something to inspire others. So while
Mm,
I'm here in South Africa, it's not just hey the leisure and that's a bonus. But this
yeah.
is this is divinely led. This is a mission for me. It's
Yeah.
it's purposeful. It's deeper than just have a good time. We all want to have a good time,
Right.
but I got some work to do. I got some things to do while I'm out here in South Africa. So it's truly a blessing to even know that people have received me and it's received Carla, because we got some work to do out here, and I'm sure that it will be well received.
That's a fact. Brother Side, what's going on? I felt everything you said, Doc. Everything you said.
What's going on, family? I don't know what the topic is, so I hear y'all
These
talking about
nuts.
work.
Oh, you know what, girl? Oh,
We starting already. out, out the gate.
Lord.
But y'all out of
Wow.
control, out of control. Doc, how was the Beyonce concert?
It gave everything. It gave so much life. I do know that one thing I'm gonna say about Beyonce's concert, and a lot of people have a thing against Beyonce for whatever reason, but I'm gonna share in my sister's joy in her moment. Like, she really put on for Juneteenth. She had the visuals representing, she had the music, Kendrick Lamar. She had everything to show that at the end of the day, we in Europe, but we black. And she put on
Mm,
for us in Amsterdam. And I was so proud. I was like over the moon, like full of joy, because while I had on my Juneteenth gear, my attire and stuff, because I'm a rep wherever I'm at, I was like, she did that. She did that, and I loved it. It was different being in a concert, to see Beyonce surrounded by a bunch of people hmm, who who may not look like they would enjoy Beyonce. Let's just say some of the people I sat around were definitely older, much older than me, and very conservative in their appearance. And they were sitting down there clapping on through and enjoying their Beyonce concert.
Word. Word.
They having a good old time celebrating the sister.
That's a mess.
So although the crowd, it was packed, it was jam packed. Although the crowd didn't look like that Texas crowd that would have been up in there all extra and rowdy and just with it, I was amazed by the difference of the demographics, age, race, everything.
Was like,
How can you imagine? I would love to be in a stadium full of people who don't look like me, who came here to see me and hear me, right? Because it's easy for us to talk to our own, right? But when you can reach beyond our people, your community, and have that kind of influence and impact, and you ain't have to have a sex tape to do it,
See
man. I'm just saying,
how
that's
did
amazing.
how did Blue do? How did our
She was so cute. All the aunties was there. We was proud. I was looking in my purse for a peppermint. I
you
was
know
like, let me see if
peppermint? What the
I
heck?
was like, let me look in my purse and see what I could give this baby, because she
or
put
or
on the
or or butterscotch candy. You gotta get butterscotch.
okay. That
Word.
baby made that
Word.
baby made me that baby made me proud. I was like, as if that was my niece. That was cute. It was cute.
That's beautiful, man. I
We ain't
love.
gonna talk about the red light district, but everything else was lovely.
Oh Lord, we'll talk about it in the chat. That's the that's the chat. We need to see what's up with the windows when I'm in the window. Yeah, we haven't
Man,
been
people
yet.
Oh, my bad.
We haven't been yet. I want to go.
be
See,
careful. Be careful.
Such
All the drugs are legal.
yes, they
that
are.
is a fact. Yeah,
Yes, they are.
yeah, that is a fact. That's crazy. Yeah, they need to make that happen here and free some these brothers that got football numbers. They ain't playing fair out here, man. I hope I was happy that they decriminalized cannabis in a lot of places. And in Cali in particular, they're letting a lot of brothers out. They got years for doing something that they were doing or they're doing now,
And
right?
they get
And
millions
they
of
just made it
dollars.
legal. But I think some of those other things need to be rethought. Especially when it comes to what you got Larry Hoover, you got Meech. If it's nonviolent, I'll say. If they ain't get somebody on some nonviolent, if they just got you on the substance, I think some of them brothers need to. I think America needs to follow what they doing over there with Amsterdam. But what? Oh, okay. So somebody was saying, did anybody have any input? Because I was going to go into this comment next. Okay. So
Miss Amsterdam, that was fun.
Oh, you went.
Huh. I knew
He was in the red light.
I was stationed in Germany.
he had his own window.
But stationed there. Wow.
It was,
Oh. Especially as a man.
right.
Ronnie had his own windows propped up in the window, like, what's
I
up?
was a soldier. We had to live that. We had to live that, man.
He was like, get at me.
selling it.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for
You
you.
damn right. I sure was.
They said,
That's my pleasure.
That's a hot man. We were in the streets till like 3 a.m. And it doesn't get dark there until like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're out and about, and everything we do is according to the sun. So we're like, oh, it's still bright out. Let's do blah blah. Look, like, what time is it? It's like 10:30 at night. It's like bedtime. But I don't have a bedtime because I haven't adjusted to nothing. So yeah, we were going in at 3 a.m. out in the streets.
See.
Yeah, so they're saying SJ is saying, what do you guys think of the African leaders starting to stand up against the Western nations? Have you guys seen that? I did see something on Twitter about Kenya.
Oh yeah, Kenya.
Yeah. And the dollar, but to be honest, I don't know too much about what's going on with that. But I have seen a lot of news stories pop up about it, that they don't want to use the dollar. Any thoughts on it?
We as Americans better diversify our currency.
It's just like I've been saying for the longest.
You breaking up, dog.
What?
You breaking up.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I don't go live, G.
You can hop in and hop back out.
Wi-Fi sucks.
But yeah, so
Or
I think any nation that's taking steps to empower themselves and break free from um, any other nations that may be, causing confusion and messing with their economy. I support any country taking those steps to empower themselves. With that being said, we as Americans can't sit back and be like, you know, with this privileged mindset thinking that our currency is going to be strong forever. Because if you look, it's not. it is I think for us in Canada, we almost dollar for dollar. And Canada was like, you know, no, we used to be like dollar for dollar, but now it takes more of our money to make up to one Canadian, what is it, whatever their currency is.
This year.
And I'm like, when I was in
Yeah.
Amsterdam, I'm like, God dang, everything expensive. I don't, it's time for me to leave up out of here. But we have to diversify where we getting our our money. I don't want 100% of my income coming from the States. I want to make money in Europe, in Europe. I want to be able to get money from other parts of the world
But it's not.
because it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good in America.
Yeah, it's just called the Canadian dollar, but I guess it's 1.3.
1.9. So yeah, so the
So
Canadian dollar is our $1 is equal to
3 of theirs.
3.19.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel you. That's why I'm big. I know people think it's a scam and stuff, but I've made money off of crypto. I think just the idea of digital assets is a good way to offset that, especially when it comes to inflation. And you can lock up your money in stable coins too. You don't have to, people always think of it like being volatile. You can lock it in something that's not volatile, but that will help your money not depreciate over time when it comes with inflation. I feel you on that, Niki. I think that the West has been a bully for a while now and always preached being the leader, but we do see that changing. We do have a big threat, when it comes to China and different places. Like, it's not, everything falls. Nothing stays up forever, right? So with times changing, we do need to diversify. And I am good with African nations standing up because it doesn't make sense to continue to be, I guess, beholden to someone else. It's like they should unify and empower themselves, right?
Right.
Oh, there's somebody asked about you flying out, Assad.
Somebody said, "What time I'm flying out?" At night.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if I can answer that question, man.
Right.
I'm here all week. I'm here all week. My flight was canceled.
Right. We keeping the lights on. Oh man. Our Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said just last week the U.S. should expect a slow decline in the dollar's reserve status. For her to admit that is big. The quality of life will slowly decline. Wow. Yeah.
We better start putting our money in CDs and all that stuff. Let me tell you, listen, what helped the U.S. get out of recession was a war. And anytime the U.S. is suffering financially, trust and believe a war is soon to come. And that's just pattern and fact. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just understand the trend and how the United States operates.
Yeah.
We already got our hand in one unofficially, and that's in Ukraine and Russia. But trust and believe that dollar starts to decline more or whatever, we're going to find ourselves in another conflict. It's just going to happen. That's where the money is.
Yeah. It's coming. It's scary. I hope it's not on our soul, but that's me being selfish. But yeah, I do think that they've been talking about it. I mean, they've been teasing about it for like 3 years now. Yeah. That something's going to happen. And we see it happening other places, right? It's just a matter of time. And I hope people are realistic and not living in a fantasy world that we do have one of the most powerful militaries in the world in the States, but don't let the arrogance get to your head that we can't be touched and something can't happen.
Exactly. Come on. We if 9/11 didn't tell you that we can be touched,
Yeah.
okay? Look at our borders and especially the Mexico border. You know, you got people coming. Everybody thinking the border, the southern border is just Mexicans and Colombians. Baby, you got people from Europe coming in through Mexico, crossing the border,
Big facts.
right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about, no, it's not just these South Americans and stuff like that. It's people from Europe that's coming in through the southern border,
Mm.
right? Who we can be touched. Oh yeah, we can definitely be. We already have in many ways.
Yeah.
Look at the cyber security issues and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Like war isn't always fought with a gun.
Yeah. And that's what's scary is they were predicting the next war would be a cyber war because they hit you where it hurts. Like that was, the pandemic. We could argue that was bio, because that thing was created, right?
Man, that was so intentional. That wasn't no random.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, there's bio, then there's cyber. We depend so much on technology. If what we gonna do when your Wi-Fi don't work, when you can't access your bank,
what's that movie?
Stuff like that.
What's that movie with Keanu Reeves where like it was like that big? What's the name of that movie?
The Matrix.
No, not the
I
Because
think
we living in the Matrix, and I think I done took the blue pill.
No, he.
But I need.
Hold on. Is it talking about Keanu Reeves? He's Canadian, honey. Anyway, hold on. I'm about to tell you.
But yeah, so I feel you on that, and I pray.
And we better. It's time. It's time to open up our eyes and be ready. You know, when I grew up, my grandmother used to always talk about the rapture. Oh, the end days is coming, and the sky is going to open up.
Yeah.
We live in the last days. When I was 3, 4 years old, we was living the last days. Look, if y'all really believe in all that stuff, whatever, get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what your government is doing, and let's stop being so reliant on it, and live our lives in a way where we're more independent. Because the more you have your life intertwined with the government, the less autonomy and freedom you have.
Yeah. Which is kind of what they want. I don't know if y'all saw a movie called Sorry to Bother You. It starred
Yes, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I saw that.
So it's remember it was a place in there where I forget what they called it, but basically they gave you free meals. You didn't have to work, but then it gave you free meals and you just had to stay in that place. Like it
Right.
was jail, but like a happy jail. And I've already seen what is it? The universal income? Is it where they'll give you a check?
Yes.
They want you dependent. Like you said, Dr. Niki, the more that your life is intertwined with the government, you're vulnerable.
I want that check. I don't know what y'all talking about. That Andrew Yang said he will give every American $2,000 a month. And what y'all talking about? He ain't say you had to quit your job. He said he will give you $2,000 a month. Shit.
But you know what? But see,
The name of the movie I'm talking about
That-
is called The Earth Stood Still. Where basically,
okay.
oh yeah.
and, like everything, as soon as like that big thing that pretty much it was at Central Park, and everything, all the like technology was done. It was like the Stone Age. So just imagine.
Yeah.
Well, and I think another war that we've actually been paying attention to is the cultural war and the role that governments like China and their control of TikTok, right? And the type of algorithms they create to further divide the American populace and the American electorate. So that's an entire war that's being waged currently as we speak. So Yeah, it may not be a missile or whatever have you, but the United States is vulnerable in so many ways.
Yeah.
You know,
Look at
as a matter
man.
of fact, the Arabs. I'm sorry, our Arab brothers and sisters in the Middle East, which we get all our oil from, right? They control us. If they told us tomorrow to stop selling this oil, y'all can't move y'all cars, y'all, let alone your military equipment, right? So hence the United States is in Uganda telling Uganda you have to, like, and I'm not talking about this in any, so I want to be clear. They attempt to punk those who they think they can punk, right?
Exactly.
So they tell Uganda you have to have a LGBTQ bill. I'm not against that or whatever have you, but in Saudi, being gay or lesbian is still punishable by death.
That's crazy.
And those are our closest allies.
And they won't.
So you can see the hypocrisy. Right, you can see the
And not
hypocrisy.
only that, who was behind 9/11? It's been
Saudi.
well documented.
Yeah.
17 of 19 hijackers.
And they passed the bill to where the victims of 9/11 cannot sue Saudi Arabia.
Wow. I did not know
There was a bill passed that prevented them. They were denied. These people were denied to sue Saudi Arabia, hold them accountable for the atrocities of 9/11.
That's crazy.
Well, here's another thing. Somebody say exactly, Doc, China is winning the social media war. Facts. There's actually reports and research that I've read about this. It's like, oh, okay. I didn't know about it until recently. Never paid attention to it, but it's actually factual. But if you also look at the Ukraine war, do y'all know how racist the Ukraine is? Do you know Ukraine like legitimately has neo-Nazis and they got us sitting up here talking about pray for Ukraine?
Yeah.
Pray for who?
You want to send them money.
Bro, give me some. Give me some.
What was the amount? It was
a couple billion.
It was a couple billion.
I don't know what exactly.
That's what.
Yeah.
Pay attention to who we on team with, and who we pay attention to that.
Right. They'll have us confused, man. And I'm not saying that we should be Team Russia or whatever have you, although Russia was one of the main countries that supported the ANC in their fight against apartheid, right? Yeah. That's why South Africa says Russia is our friend, right? But and Russia never colonized one single area on the continent. Russia didn't participate in the slave trade. Now, I'm not saying that Russia is a phenomenal nation, but I'm saying like the people that are telling us that they're our enemies have done all of the above.
They've done
right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'll tell you what. I can't speak too much against. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can speak on any country or whatever. But I am kind of salty with.
Oh, they heard her.
Russia, they cut her off.
Russia didn't
it's propaganda. It's propaganda. Propaganda.
Did you see that you just went out? I don't even notice.
Propaganda. But no, what I was saying was that Russia done hired all these people in Ghana to make these scam calls and stuff, and I'm tired of my phone being called all the time. So can they at least come up with something else? Because that's annoying.
I will say that I love that about us having variety. It literally does. It doesn't even ring my phone.
Oh yeah, the robot block.
It'd be like silent call. It's silence. They can go to voicemail, and when I go, I'm like block, delete. It's just like leave me alone. Like
right.
Call me. But also,
Doc, Doc, you got me riled up, boy. You speaking on something right there, boy.
I'm just saying, man. We this brother saying we are north. Is that say 70 billion?
That's
I didn't know it was that much. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. But this is their proxy war with Russia. But at the same time, it's like I heard, and I don't know how true this is because I didn't investigate it, but I heard that Ukrainian refugees are in the United States and they are now eligible for Social Security. Some sort of
yes.
Did you hear about that? Like Social Security.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
So the amount is actually $76.8 million.
Yes. And we can't even get our student aid, financial aid paid for in full. And it would have cost around $2 billion to pay off the whole debt of the United States. Come on now.
Man. We can't get functional gymnasiums in the Black community and nice parks without lead paint and lead in the water. I'm serious. Like, I'm going home tomorrow and I'm like, I know what I'm going to and the poverty that we face in that one city, Jackson, Mississippi. Does Flint have running water, clean water yet?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
But you got all this money for these and man, I'm about to get riled up. But man, the people on TV, the people on TV talking about, and this is not Africa. This is Europe. What they were saying, these are white people. These are white people. Right. And we supposed to have all this sympathy for the UK. No, man, I ain't got no sympathy for them. And then the Monroe Doctrine said that the United States would view it as an act of war if any European country placed a base in North, Central, or South America. The United States would view it as an act of war. That's the same logic that Putin is standing on. You're not finna put a NATO base in my backyard. I'm gonna see it as an act of war. Whether I'm not pro-Russia, I'm pro anybody that's for the Black community, and I don't know if Russia for the Black community quite yet. They ain't done nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Right. What I'm saying is I respect his logic because it's the same logic we have. Imagine Russia building a military base in Mexico.
That's crazy.
Disgusting.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
We would be on it. Yeah.
We blowing up everything south of Texas, right? South of El Paso, everything gone.
But we holding hands. We locked in arm in arm with the Democrats and singing "We shall overcome." No, I'm so sick. We are aligning ourselves with the people that's designed to keep us where we are. It's time to switch some stuff up.
Real quick, the Flint water crisis has been going on since April 2014.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
9 years,
That's ridiculous though. But you know what's sad is that we have been so conditioned to care and spurts and what's the word I'm looking for? And maybe episodes, right? Flint, Michigan is like 95% African American or something like that.
Right.
That poison water is killing Black people, and we were in an uproar. We were in an uproar about it for a year. Yeah. But then there's another trauma that comes, and we worried about that trauma. And now they just know, like, if we just let it go on long enough, they'll forget about it. And the people in Flint still don't have clean water. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we forgot what Biden said about Obama. We forget.
What he said? Talking about he looks clean and he speaks well. What he said?
Yes. As if this Black man lacks the capacity to be an intellect, to be able to hold a position of power. How do you be surprised by that when you was around when Thurgood Marshall was on the bench? How do you be shocked? How do you be shocked? How do you be shocked by that? Come on, man.
Well, he was friends with Strom Thurmond, the segregationist from, I think Strom was from Mississippi or Carolinas. Yeah.
And who had a bunch of Black babies. Come on.
I found that out later. It always be the ones. It always be the ones.
And guess what? And he was taking care of them too.
Oh wow!
It wasn't like I just had. Oh yeah, the daughter, the eldest daughter, acknowledged that he was taking care of her. He was there for her. She just had to be hidden.
Oh, okay. That probably was the husband.
Life a secret.
If he took care of her, she ain't going. Wow. That's crazy.
And then, but no, doctor, like you was hitting up on with Uganda and their anti-LGBTQ sentiments. There's a lot of countries like that, but people forget the U.S. is big as anti-LGBTQ. Also, it's about the dollar.
Yeah.
It's about the dollar. And there's teachers losing their jobs, teachers losing their jobs during a time where there are not enough teachers because they're gay. There are people of all positions being killed. There are a lot of the number one in the LGBTQ community that's being killed without any justice being served are Black trans women.
Yeah.
It's happening. I can't go. I can't take my Black ass to another country and say you got to give me some rights. I can't do that because I ain't even got it in my own home country.
Right.
What I look like? But I'm gonna tell you what I enjoy. I'm gonna tell you real quick. I enjoyed my time in Abu Dhabi. I will be back.
What? And the Muslim, I thought Muslim.
I love it there. I'll be back. They loved on me. I loved on them. I'll be back in Abu Dhabi.
Oh my God! But
Carla just be my cousin that day. I'm telling you what. Have y'all been to Abu Dhabi? Have y'all been?
No.
Man.
I'm full Black man.
Let me man.
Some baddies. What's happening?
We cousins. We ain't nothing going down in Abu Dhabi. I love Abu Dhabi. It's beautiful. The people are so kind. Everything was just like it was just amazing there. A beautiful, beautiful place.
But I also heard like in like Dubai and these places, like you can't even like hold hands with your wife or something.
No, you can't hold hands. No kissing, no nothing. Fine by me. I ain't gonna catch COVID. Fine by me.
Yeah, man. See, that's crazy because first of all, like I can't find that nowhere in the Quran. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just making up shit now. At that point, y'all just making up. But that's their rules. I don't care. But I'm going somewhere. You know, I might want to kiss on my wife. Why I can't kiss on my wife, man? What's going on? What kind of society y'all running over here?
But the thing is, like, I have my wedding ring on. She has her wedding ring on. Like,
listen. Y'all, I get it. Y'all want to hug and love on y'all spouses and stuff. But you gonna be like, it's work. Got to kiss this weekend. It's okay to not kiss this weekend. It's a beautiful place.
Just gonna let it slide.
We ain't gotta hold hands today. Let's just take it back to the room.
In places like that, it's extremely safe. In Dubai, you could leave. It was a dude that left his keys to his Rolls Royce on the car and just left, and nobody. And I have a friend that left his laptop in a mall, and nobody they don't. So it is one extreme, but the other extreme is that those places are very safe because the consequences for the crime,
for the actions, yeah.
They don't play. They play. This brother said a lot. WOC.
That boy there got he got a PhD, a master's public health, and I don't know what the MA. Hey, you was a scholar and a gentleman, sir. Yes, sir.
So this brother right here is moving to Johannesburg in a couple.
Hold on, fam.
So I invited him to our group. He'll be out there, so we should
definitely
meet up with him. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
He says the totality of Black identity in America. This is facts. I already see it. Is rooted in trauma. Go back.
Oh, my bad.
trauma, and mistrust of one another. Many of us are so destructively indoctrinated against our own best interests. Facts.
Yeah,
Facts. All that's facts.
that's a fact.
Yeah, that's factual.
You want some more juice? Hello, fam. Just wanted to share some happy news. I just received my retirement visa for SA. Shout out to TRSA for the assistance. Let's go. Let's go.
That's great. That's great. Congratulations. Congratulations. Welcome to South Africa.
Congratulations, Maddie. All right, so look, we gonna wrap this up in like 15 minutes because me and Zoe gotta, or maybe 12. We gotta roll, but hold up. Where we at? Oh, okay, brother Will. Okay, I was wondering what the WOC stand for. Will.
And this Will, brother Will. That's facts, brother Will. I like that because Elijah Muhammad told you the greatest name that a person can have is brother. You know, so when they get to calling Doc, because I'm sure they want to call you Dr. Will, and I'm sure you make the white people. I make the white people call me Doctor. But my family,
you got correct.
It's brother's side, the brother's side. Big facts. All right, brother Will.
Love. That's love. Rick said you can't leave nothing laying around the U.S. If you leave your mouth open too long, somebody said white off the teeth.
I don't know about that.
That's a mess.
That's that.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling y'all, I'm dreading. I leave tomorrow, man, and it's such a bittersweet feeling. Like I gotta get to go see my parents, and I guess I want to see my city, and then I don't want to see I definitely want to see my parents, but I want to see the city, and I don't want to see it. You know, it's just such a torn feeling. You know, like I'm leaving the. I don't know, man. It's like I'm going back into the children of Israel. I'm going back into Egypt. You know, I'm like, why am I doing it to myself?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man, it's hard. I get it. I feel like we going to Baltimore before we head out there, and I feel like that. I left Baltimore because if I didn't, I would be here right now.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see family. You know, my aunt is sick, so I definitely want to see her. My uncle, my cousins. But yeah, it's a bittersweet thing, man, because you remember why you left, and you see some of the people, if they're in the same position as when you left, and it's like that. I left it. I live, and bring them with you. Like I want them to come. I want my cousins. I want them to see that it's life beyond what in front of them, right? But it'll be nice because the good part is that when you go, to New Orleans, you'll get to remember why it reignites that hunger. Like, yo, this is where I came from, and this is why. It's a part of your purpose, a part of your journey. Me and those people will be watching you. They'll be watching you. Hopefully, some of them get inspired to do the same thing.
Oh, I thought so. You said they watching me. I'm like, yeah, I know, because they jacking and robbing and they be watching. I'm like, I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to get my mind straight. What's going on? Yeah.
Positive perspective.
I'm already thinking, like, I gotta dad with my little pistol for me, so I gotta go get that from him. Yeah. So that I can move around the city. And then I'm on these social media streets announcing that I'm coming. It's like if somebody was hating, they ready yet? Yeah. So yeah, we about to see. Ain't nobody finna have me in the house. I'm like mode 3, baby. I'm outside. So
baby.
I'm
mode 3.
I'm not inside. Nah, we about to be outside. Yeah.
Doc, how did you feel about that intro? by
What?
intro.
Fire.
Oh, with that
The
the South
South
Side,
Side.
big old fat. Look, that's little Kiki. Boy,
Yeah, yeah.
that took me back to like high school. Yes, indeed.
Well, yeah,
Did
you a
you?
baby.
No, I mean you the same age, huh?
It came out when my freshman year in college.
How old are you, Doc?
Don't say it on lie.
Do you really want? You can count the rings around these nuts.
Wow.
Nah, I turned 44 this year.
Oh, there we go.
Man, I'm 44 already. So maybe I don't know. It might
Yeah,
have been
you
my
had that
freshman year
time frame.
probably.
Yeah, you was
Huh?
tipsy. You was tipsy probably your whole freshman year.
No, I was tipsy my whole 4 years, man. When I walked across the stage, me and the president of the school was shocked. She looking at me, I'm looking at her, like, I don't know. I don't know how it happened. No. Oh man, Deborah Gittens.
Hey,
Peace, sister.
Deborah.
Shout out to Deborah. All right, so we coming up on a 6-minute countdown.
Cool.
Anything we want to get out for the people before we roll?
No, man, I don't have anything in particular, but I'm just happy Doc is here. I will be back in 2 weeks, God willing, and I'll have a surprise. Doc, have you ever met Dr. Bennett? You ain't never met Dr. Bennett.
No, I want to meet him.
We're gonna be on the same flight on the way back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bet.
So yeah, so he and his wife coming, and yeah, so that's gonna be like a whole. They're coming for like a couple of days, like 10 days or something like that.
Okay, we can invite them because Carla and I are gonna host a dinner for the fam and everything. So when y'all come back, we can have them, probably have a dinner and stuff. Invite them over.
That'd be great. And but other than that, man, I'm just excited that everybody be here soon. And then we should have like one, you having a dinner. We should have like one big event out at a place where we just all together.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly. We'll talk.
Facts.
And then we gotta do it all over again for when Zoe and Khalees come.
True.
So, quick thing. Can you guys make sure? I want to make so I need to know where to get the ingredients. So, Doc, I'll take it offline because I'm gonna need that.
Are you?
No,
I didn't hear nothing.
So,
I didn't hear anything you said, sis.
A dump cake.
Oh, a dump cake. Yeah.
What's a dump cake?
So a dump cake, basically, you pretty much dumping a baking dish, right? The bottom, it's several different versions. The one my mom used to always make was cherry.
Cherry dump cake. Yeah.
Yeah. So put pineapple on the bottom. You put the with the juice and everything, and then you take a little cake mix, pour it on top. Wait,
it's like an upside down cake.
It's like an upside down cake.
Okay.
Bottom, but it's fire though. The one she makes is crazy.
I do the pineapple cake, pineapple cherry caramel dump cake. Yes, like my favorite.
Cool, for sure. Well, anyway, Joey, I like that shirt too. That Panther reference.
Oh yeah.
Black Panther. So I'm gonna pull it out.
Wait, you said you're a Panther.
So I'm the daughter of a Black Panther.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Those free food program is what is. So they
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. The Panthers created that's why we have school lunch and like school breakfast in public schools because of the Black Panthers. That's why we know how to test for sickle cell and know about free medical clinics.
Yeah.
Don't get me started, boy. Yeah, don't get me started. I love the Panthers. All right, well, family, y'all have a good one. Do we have a meeting tonight or no?
I don't think
No.
so. Nah.
Okay, cool.
We'll do it. Let's try to do it this week before Sunday when Stace and Ray get settled. We don't have
Okay, cool.
But yeah, thank you for coming on, Doc.
All right, no, always, man. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate
Peace.
it.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for
Assalamu alaikum.
coming.
For sure, y'all. Thank you so much. Make sure you are following everybody on the panel, Dr. Assad, Niki and Carla. I am at Kahlis8. That's KAHLIS8. Our brand together is coming to Josie. And yeah, we appreciate y'all so much. Look for me on IG. Yeah, so our IG, put it in the chat real quick. It's at Kahlis8. What's your IG? You can put it in the chat and we'll screenshot it. We will screenshot it. But thank you so much for everybody come. Brother Will, Deborah, Rick, Fatima, son of Alki Bulan, Maddie, Wayne's World, Tanya Barnes, Aradi, Sir Coach, everybody that came through, you know what it is.
Thanks for coming, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday or starting your Monday, because it's
for sure.
It's about to be 10 p.m.
For sure. Peace from Khalees. I know I look crooked in this. We gonna get a new stand, y'all. Peace from Khalees, y'all.
Bye.
Yeah. Claudia, you coming in at the we just about to roll out, but much love, Claudia. Catch us on the flip side. Hit us up on Instagram. I think she put it in the chat.
I did.
It's at Kahlis8. Zoe is at
Y_Zoe.
At Y_Zoe.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, okay, we got it. Screenshot that. Doc Wack Jr. Doc WOC Jr. And then some of you we're gonna start adding people to the WhatsApp group. You want to vet those people. So if you want to be in the WhatsApp group, DM us and we'll put you in it. We just can't release it to the public. But if you're interested in going to South Africa, hit us up. If you watch the show and you're a friend of the show, your family, hit us up and we'll get you in the group so we can stay in touch even when we're not on live. And some of you can join on live as a guest if you hit us up on there. Right. Peace from Khalees, y'all. Bye. Much love. Okay, great, Kalia. Appreciate you.